Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, look what I just got from Wilson. They just shipped it to me. I ordered this, probably 3 months ago, and I was so excited that they brought it back. So this is the Wilson Burn 100 V4, version 4. So I've played with the version 1 and the version 2. They skipped version 3 in the 100. So they didn't make a version 3 in the 100. It was the only one that they didn't make in the Burn line, which was my best-selling racket, the racket I played with, which I didn't understand. I didn't love version 2, which is when they added countervail in there. It wasn't horrible, but I would prefer not to have it. So in version 3, they took it out, but they also took out my racket, the 100. So this is version 4. Version 4 no longer has countervail, which is wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to test this racket out with Coach Andrew and Coach Chris and get right back to you. Okay, stay tuned. Guys, I got the Wilson Burn version 4 out here today. I played with the version 1, 2. I skipped 3 because they stopped making hundreds. So they remade the 100 again in version 4, and I have it in my hand right now. We're going to test this out and tell you what we think. Stay tuned. So guys, we just got off the court with the Wilson Burn version 4. I liked it. It felt like home to me. But these guys, it's like foreign object. So, Coach Goo, what did you think of that racket?
I used to use the Wilson Blade, the older versions of these. So like to switch from the Wilson Blade to go to here, it's a big jump. It's like almost Babolat's pure drive, but this is like Wilson's. It definitely has a lot of power, effortless power, I would say. When it actually hits the sweet spot, it actually feels great. But for me, it's a little light. It's a 10.6. I'm used to playing 10.8 to about 11.1, so around 3, like maxed out 315 grams. So the racket's a little light for me, but if you're a beginner to an intermediate level, great racket to use. Awesome racket to use. Very easy, very forgiving when it comes to like learning how to hit the sweet spot. It's very forgiving. So I would recommend this to players who are just starting out and intermediate players who need that extra sweet spot area. This definitely has that.
Coach Chris, what did you think of that racket?
Yeah, I like this. Definitely recommend it for the intermediate players. Someone maybe that's a bit a little older, that because the racket weight is a little bit more distributed towards the head and the neck. It's also great when you're hitting ground strokes from the back. It's a lot more stable as you're hitting through. So if someone were to, if putting you on the run or hitting a strong shot, trying to hit through you, I felt relatively safe with this in my hands because I was able to guide the ball back into the court. Other than that, yeah, I really enjoyed hitting with this, and definitely recommend it for those intermediate players who like a little bit more weight towards the head and neck of the racket.
This again felt like home to me. I was able to actually keep up with these two today with this racket just because it's a little more powerful. It had weight here. I just had to throw the racket out, and I was actually deflecting the power a little more back to them. On everything else that's more flexible, I can't keep up with these guys, but at least this helps me out a bit more to send it back with a little more energy. So, but again, I mean, I played with this racket in version 1 and 2 for 4 years. So this racket feels like home to me, and I like it. I'd like to thank Coach Andrew Gu here for hanging out with me today. Where can we find you, Andrew?
You can find me at agu.tennis, and I'll also be posting that content there.
And Coach Chris, where can we find you?
At Christopher Chien, Chien.
All right. I'll see you back at the shop. All right. So, guys, this racket felt like home to me. I'm just used to the way it feels, the weight, the balance. I mean, even without adding lead to it or weighing it down, I mean, that was half the battle with me, is I have to like a racket in its stock form before I can customize it and make it the way I want it to. So that was like number one criteria for me, is that it had to feel good in its stock form. And this one does the job. So, I'm kind of, it kind of matches the way I want a racket to feel. Now, Coach Andrew, this is not his type of racket. I mean, he doesn't need this type of power. He doesn't need, any help, right? Coach Chris, he probably would prefer something a little headlighter with a little less swing weight. But for me, this is right up my alley. This is the racket I would choose to play with any day, aside from my Clash Pros. But like I said, this feels like home, right? I love the feel. I love the power. I love the stiffness. I love, the control. I love when I hit it that it tells me, oh, you hit the sweet spot. It's going to go good, right? I love that. I know exactly where the strike zone is in this racket. Let me show you some of the specs here. So the weight is actually on the lighter side for me, but it's workable, right? The balance, slightly on the heavier side. The swing weight was the key for me, is that there is more weight towards the head, therefore allowing me to plow through it with the racket. So that's what's giving me the drive. Plus it's 71 on the stiffness scale. So I like a stiffer racket, right? I like a stiffer, heavier racket. The beam, so here's the thing. It's a tapered beam, right? The top is 23, the center is 25. That's where you're getting the stiffness from. And then the throat is 23.52. So you get a little bit of the flex right there on a 16 by 19 pattern. So I know that Coach Andrew and Coach Chris said beginner intermediate racket. I could probably agree with that. Like it's an easier racket for somebody to play with, right? If you want a little power, definitely dial it up, right? You want a little more control, probably have to string it a little tighter. At 71 on that number, it's going to be a firm racket. But hey, it feels great. Now, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. These rackets are coming in at $149.99. That is a great price for a racket like this. So if you're budget conscious, or if you've played with a burn in the past and need a new one, and you played with 100 like me, right? Buy this one. It's a no-brainer choice for $149.99. You know, get a couple of these, right? Because they're finally bringing it back. They took out the stupid countervail. The power is back. The control is back. The feel is back. So $149.99, can't beat that. All right, so that's the Wilson Burn 100 version 4 in my favorite colors, the orange and the black for Halloween. All right, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.